All right. Michelle, if you want to if there's anyone waiting to come in, you can let them in.
There's no council president. There's nobody waiting in the waiting
All
room.
right. Well, then let's call the meeting to order. Just keep it.
There we
All
go.
right. And then especially, see anyone, let them in, especially if it's Genesis. And we will call a meeting to order. This is our agenda conference for this evening. And Madam Acting Clerk, may we have a roll call of our members, please?
Yes, Corzo,
Present.
Gibbon,
Present.
McIntyre,
Here.
Merrill is absent, excused. Miller,
Present.
Schaefer,
Present.
council president.
Present.
We have a quorum. We can conduct business.
Terrific. I'll ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I know somewhere behind Mr. McIntyre is a flag, but he has his background blurred. So we don't actually need the flag. We already know the words. So we'll just stand up and say it. Okay.
Next
I pledge
flag.
allegiance to the
I
flag
pledge allegiance
of,
to the
of the
flag
United States of America,
States of America.
to
and
the
to the
republic
republic
for
which
which it
stands
stands
one
one
nation,
nation
under God,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
and
justice
justice
liberty,
for all.
and
justice
justice for all.
for all. And thank you, everybody. And I see who is that. Mr. George is with us now. Okay. So, statement of compliance. This is a meeting of the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield, scheduled by resolution of the Council adopted on November 10th, 2025. Adequate notice of this meeting was given pursuant to NJSA 10:4-6 at SEC by transmitting said notice to the Borough of North Plainfield website and to the Courier News newspaper on November 24th of 2025, and by posting a copy of this notice on the bulletin boards reserved for such purpose in the municipal building and in the public library. Okay, the meeting is also being transcribed, I see. All right, very good. We now open the floor to public comment. Madam Acting Clerk, just please check again, make sure there's no one there waiting to come in.
Oh, there's no one there.
All right, okay.
I'm sorry. Genesis just stepped into the
Oh,
office.
okay. All right, well, now we know where she is. All right. Well, but again, as per format and agenda, we now open the floor to public comment. If anybody wishes to make any public comment, please indicate your desire to do so. And the floor will be yours. And the format is please give us your name, spell your last name for us, and give us your address. Each person wishing to speak has up to 5 minutes for that purpose. And this portion of the meeting would be capped at a collective 30 minutes altogether. Public comment. Seeing no one desire to speak during the public comment portion of the meeting, we will now move on to business items. We have no new business, and we have one item of old business, and that's a continued discussion, probably final discussion, on the mechanic vehicle repair shops and the property maintenance regarding those places of business. And for that, I'll turn it back over to Mr. Hack, and Ms. Schaefer, particularly Ms. Schaefer, you're the council person. So take it away.
No, Brian worked very diligently, and thank you for your patience. And I think you all got a copy, so I'm good unless somebody has a question. I don't know what Brian would like to say.
No, I mean, we talked about this previously. You have the ordinance in front of you now. We think, Wendy and I think it's a pretty tight ordinance now. And unless anyone has any questions, we can move forward.
And just by way of background to repeat, I know Mr. Hackett said this the last time we were together, that there was input on this from, I believe, from Mr. Capabianco, who will be tasked with primarily enforcing this, and input, I believe, or at least we were waiting for input from the Mr. Testa and the engineering department. And so we got feedback on this. This is a well-rounded, ordinance. Very good work by Mr. Hack and Ms. Schaefer. Ms. Schaefer, I'm very glad you brought this to our attention. And this is really good stuff. Does anyone have any concerns or any questions at this point regarding the proposal that you got?
No, seems good.
Yeah, seems
very,
pretty airtight.
very thorough.
Yep.
Yeah. And I know a lot of work went in. I was on the periphery looking in. And a lot of work really went into the sort of figuring out how many vehicles, abled or disabled vehicles, working vehicles versus non-working vehicles versus, tied to how many bays each shop had. A lot of thought went into this, a lot of work. There were emails, there were phone calls, and this almost went above and beyond what I've normally seen in the past. And that's a good thing. I say that in a good way. So a lot of work and a lot of thought went into this. And I know Mr. Hack had actually even brought experiences that he had seen in other towns and cities where businesses, the licensing and relicensing these businesses is going to be contingent in large part upon their property maintenance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
whether they're good places of business or they don't have any complaints against them. It's going to be up to the borough to decide, hey, your place looks great, or your place looks like there's a lot of room for improvement, and your license is going to be contingent upon that. So well done. Hats off. This is great. So
Yes, thank you. Thanks again for
not at
support.
all. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
For everyone's support and Brian's help and yours.
You're
Not
welcome.
at all.
It
So,
was a joint effort. Very good.
and again, thanks for the feedback from the administration, and please pass our gratitude along to those two gentlemen there, Ken and Dave. So no discussion or questions on that. That's in for first reading tonight, obviously. So we'll move quickly on to reports of boards, committees, and commissions. Starting up top, Ms. Schaefer.
Nothing at this time.
Okay, Ms. Corzo.
I just want to take a moment to say why I don't have a report and why I haven't had a report for the planning board, because we haven't met in months, and it's getting very frustrating.
Yeah.
So we are in subcommittees for the master plan. I know the one I sit on. Dave also sits on that one. We have met diligently. We have a report. We have things to discuss with the board, and every single time, including this week, the chair has seen it fit to cancel it. So I just want to bring that to the council, because that's important work, and I don't feel it's getting done.
Thanks.
And that's my
Agreed.
report, my non-report
Oh.
report.
Well, it's good feedback. Thank you. But it's good to know at least that the various subcommittees are meeting, so that's something. But,
Well, mine is. Mine is.
True,
I don't
true.
know
That's
about the rest.
let's hope for the best. Assume and that everyone else is as well. But Mr. McIntyre had a question, I think.
I'm just curious. I don't know the procedure for, I mean, like if there's like a commission or board that's not being, that's not meeting as regularly as it probably should be. Is there a process for like
Okay,
getting a new chair in there?
thank you. Okay,
I don't know. I guess that's a question for Mr. Hack, really.
Yeah, there is a process. I don't know what the reasons behind the cancellation of the meeting are. So I really don't want to speculate on that. But certainly, if it reaches a point where business isn't getting done, really up to the board to organize itself and make sure that meetings are happening and applications are being considered. So, like I said, I don't want to speculate as to the reasons why this is happening. There may be very good reasons for it. I don't know if it's a situation where there's just applications aren't coming before the board, or they're not ready to come before the full board. But I don't know anything about it, so I don't want to guess.
Can I just say something? When there's an application, they do meet.
Okay. Okay.
I
All right.
do
Good.
not-
Good.
But we're doing work on the master plan, which is
Right.
something of interest to the council.
Yes.
And it's just, they don't care.
Isn't it time sensitive to the master plan?
Yes.
Larry, you want to jump in?
Yeah.
But I think the recertification was time sensitive, and then after that, which we've completed, and I think after that,
You have
we-
10 years to redo the master plan. The
it's been
recertification gave us 10 more years before the master plan's out of date.
So it's going to take 10 years, guys.
No, it's not going to take 10 years.
I
well,
thought we
Mr.
weren't. Did we do the recertification? I thought we said we were going to redo the master plan.
Well, no. I think in the recertification, we notified Trenton that we were going to do also do a
Oh, okay.
reevaluation of the master plan, and that kind of that checked all the appropriate boxes.
Okay.
if Mr. Hollett or Mr. Mayor correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think
No,
we
that is
satisfied the requirements.
correct.
Okay.
But by doing that, we bought ourselves some time so we didn't have to rush through it and have to go back and look at it again. So yes, it's bought us 10 more years, but we're hoping to have it done within the next year and a half.
Yeah, but the last time that we met was for a particular something at the beginning of March. That was the first meeting, the only meeting we've had. And the chair did say next meeting, which was also in March, we're going to get committee reports and, move it along.
I will reach out to the chair and find out why he's been canceling the meetings.
Thank you.
Because I'm not notified. I'm notified just like you are, Ms. Corzo. No one asked me whether we need to have the meetings or not. They just send out the email saying we're not. So I will reach out to the chair, and I'll reach out to Brian. Why can't I think of his last name?
Schwartz.
Thank you.
Schwartz.
To find out why they've been canceling the meetings. Even if only your subcommittee has a report, at least be going ongoing.
Yeah.
And he needs to also, there was one other subcommittee he needs to put members on, which he was supposed to send out. I'll take care of it, Ms. Corzo.
Nice.
Thank you.
No
see,
problem.
Your committee report was important. Your non-report report was important.
I thought so.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Mr. McIntyre.
Just a quick update to say that I've been working on. There's all new templates from the New Jersey Film Commission, and I'm going over those, and I'll be sending something to Brian next week. Maybe I hope to be able to present at the next meeting, at our next council meeting.
Great. Wow. Awesome. Good news. Thank you for doing that. I know it's been a big project and a lot of moving parts. And I know you've been paying a lot of attention to it. So I'm anxious to see it, and thank you for everything you've done so far. I know it was a lot of working with people at the state and the county, and then, the new gubernatorial administration, and there's probably people who have come and gone, and you're still there. So your diligence is commendable. So thank you. Ms. Gibbon.
Nothing at this time. Thank you very much.
And Ms. Miller.
Good evening. Nothing at this time. Thank you.
All right. Well, great. Is there a motion to adjourn this meeting so we can go into the next one?
Motion to
A
adjourn.
motion to second.
All right. Ms. Gibbon makes the motion. Ms. Miller seconds it very quickly. All in favor of adjourning this meeting, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any objections or abstentions? No, it's unanimous. We are all in favor of adjourning, and this meeting is then adjourned. We don't need a 5-minute break yet, do we?
No.
All right. In that case, let's call the next meeting to order. And again, Ms. Acting Clerk, there is no one in the waiting room, presumably?
There's no other participants in the waiting room.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. Well, this is going to now be where I'm calling to order our regular meeting. Please let the record reflect that all 6 council members who were present at the last meeting are still present at the agenda conference are present now. And that constitutes a quorum, and we can conduct business. And the statement of compliance is such. This is a meeting of the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield scheduled by resolution of the council adopted on November 10th of 2025. Adequate notice of this meeting was given pursuant to NJSA 10:4-6 at SEC by transmitting said notice to the Borough of North Plainfield's website and to the Courier News on November 24th of 2025, and by posting a copy of this notice on the bulletin boards, which are reserved for such purpose in the municipal building and over in the public library. So that now opens our meeting. And our first item of business is approval of council meeting minutes, and that is for the agenda conference and regular meeting of April 13th, the last time we met. And may we have a roll call on these 2 items, please?
Corzo,
Yes to both.
Gibbon,
Yes to both.
McIntyre,
Yes to both.
Miller,
Yes to the agenda conference meeting and a correction on the regular meeting as just a slight change in words. I had recused myself from letter H of the consolidated bill list, and the minute states abstain. So just a slight difference.
Well, actually, I'm gonna punt to the attorney for that. Since I think usually when someone recuses themselves, they will often, I think, actually go and sit in the audience, even, right, Mr. Hack, which is not really a choice here on Zoom. But I think the consent agenda was Miss Miller's that night, so she moved it. It was seconded. She read it aloud, so she didn't actually recuse herself. She abstained from that particular item. So abstention is actually the correct term. Yes.
Yeah, I would call it an abstention, not accusal.
When you recuse yourself from something, you take no part in the conversation at all. You go and sit in the audience
Oh, but I
as
couldn't.
almost a member of the public. So you were not able to recuse yourself, and we're on Zoom anyway. It's not a big deal. It's a small
Yeah,
distinction, but an important one
exactly.
nonetheless.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that distinction either way.
Okay. Yeah. So it was written what, as recusal or abstention?
It
Refresh my
was written
memory.
as an abstention.
Okay. Well, it should stay that way then, I believe.
Yes.
So okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Where was it? Oh, so how do you vote on both of them?
Yes, to the first one.
Yes to both?
Yes to the
Agenda
yes.
and to the regular meeting?
Okay, with the explanation that Mr. Hack just gave, however, my understanding was that because I specifically stated that I recused myself, it was on Zoom. I could not remove myself. So like that's technical. So if Mr. Hack's recommendation is that it remains as abstain, I will do so. I know it's small, but it's the semantics that matters at times.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hack, are you saying that?
I think it's fine as an
Okay,
abstention.
thank you very much. So, Mr. President, I will say yes to both.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Thank you.
thank you everyone for your patience with that. Please continue with the roll call, Madam Acting Clerk.
Schaefer,
Yes to both.
Council President,
Yes to both.
I have 6 ayes.
Excellent. Thank you. When you get a chance, may we have a reading of the title of the next item, please?
Yes, Council President. Hearing and final adoption of ordinance number 26-05, an ordinance to amend, revise, and supplement Chapter 7 of the Borough Code entitled Traffic, most notably Section 7-15.1, entitled Handicap Parking on Streets, and Chapter 7A of the Borough Code entitled Traffic Schedules, most notably Schedule 21 entitled Handicap Parking.
Excellent. Thank you. We now, and again, please check the waiting room as I go through the statement. We now open the floor to public hearing. If anybody wishes to make any comments during this time period, please indicate your desire to do so. The format is similar to public comment. Please state your name, spell your last name for us, give us your address. Each person wishing to speak has 5 minutes for that purpose. But during a hearing, there is no collective time limit. We do request that the comments be germane to the hearing. Does anybody wish to speak? And there are no members of the public wishing to speak. So does anyone wish to make a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close public hearing.
Second.
Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Miller, Ms. Schaefer. Ms. Miller moves to close public hearing. Ms. Schaefer seconds that motion. And may we have a roll call on that motion, please?
Yes. Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
VP McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council Presidents.
Yes.
We have 6 ayes.
All right. Thank you. Resolution. Up next is Ms. Gibbons.
Resolution number 05-11-26-01, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that an ordinance number 26-05 be adopted and advertised as required by statute. I so move.
Second.
This is moved by Ms. Gibbon and seconded by Ms. Schaefer. May we have a roll call?
Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
VP McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes.
I have a unanimous vote.
Excellent. Good. Thank you. And when you're ready, may we have a reading of the title of the next item, please?
Hearing and final adoption of ordinance number 26-006, an ordinance to amend, revise, and supplement Chapter 7 of the Borough Code entitled Traffic, most notably Section 7-6.2 entitled Stop Intersections and Section 7-6.3 entitled Yield Intersections, and Chapter 7A of the Borough Code entitled Traffic Schedules, most notably Schedule IX entitled Stop Intersection and Schedule 10 entitled Yield Intersection.
Thank you. We now open the floor for a public hearing for this item. And we request, if anyone wishes to speak, please give us your name, spell your last name for us, and give us your address. Each speaker would have up to 5 minutes for the purpose. There's no collective time limit during a hearing, but we request that any comments be specific to the hearing. Seeing no members of the public wishing to speak and no one on the meeting desiring to speak either, is there a motion to close this particular public hearing?
Motion to close
Motion to-
public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Miller, seconded by Ms. Corzo. May we have a roll call on closing this public hearing, please?
Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes.
We have a unanimous vote.
Good, thank you. And then Ms. Miller, you have the resolution, please.
Thank you. Resolution number 05-11-26-02, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that an ordinance numbered 26-06 be adopted and advertised as required by statute. I so move.
Second.
Item is moved by Ms. Miller, seconded by Ms. Schaefer. May we have a roll call, please?
Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes.
We have a unanimous vote.
Good. Next resolution belongs to Vice President McIntyre.
This is resolution number 05-11-26-03, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Borough Council of North Plainfield that an ordinance numbered 26-07 be read by its title by the Borough Clerk and be passed on its first reading and advertised as required by statute, fixing May 26, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be heard as the time, in the North Plainfield Council Chambers, 263 Somerset Street, North Plainfield, New Jersey, or Zoom as the place for hearing and final adoption. I so move.
Second.
Moved by Vice President McIntyre. I think that was Ms. Miller. I'm seconding that, Ms. Miller.
Yes.
Ms. Miller seconded that. And may we have the roll call, please?
Yes. Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes.
We have a unanimous vote.
Good. Excellent. Thank you. And when you're ready, may we have a reading of the title of the next item, please?
Introduction of ordinance number 26-07, an ordinance to amend, revise, and supplement Chapter 5 entitled Animal Control, more particularly Chapter 5-1.4 entitled Fees.
Great. Thank you. And the next resolution is Ms. Schaefer's.
Yes, I'm trying to bring it up. Hold on. Oh my Lord. I don't know. It's rubbing off on my computers now.
Your prime time moment.
I know. That says a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Here we go. Um, resolution number 05-11-26-04, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Borough Council of North Plainfield that an ordinance numbered 26-08 be read by its title by the Borough Clerk and be passed on its first reading and advertised as required by statute, fixing May 26th of 2026 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon as the matter can be heard as the time, and the North Plainfield Council Chambers, 263 Somerset Street, North Plainfield, New Jersey, or Zoom as the place for the hearing and final adoption. I so move.
Second.
Right. This item is moved by Ms. Schaefer and seconded by Ms. Corzo. May we have a roll call on this, please?
It's Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes,
We have a unanimous vote.
thank you. Very good. And when you're ready, we'll take a reading of the title, please.
Introduction of ordinance number 2603, an ordinance to amend, revise, and supplement Chapter 4 of the Borough Code, entitled General License, specifically to add a new Chapter 4-18 entitled More Vehicle Repair Shops.
Excellent, thank you. And then, Ms. Gibbon, the next resolution, please.
Yep. Resolution number 05-11-26-05, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Borough Council of North Plainfield that an ordinance numbered 26-09 be read by its title by the Borough Clerk and be passed on its first reading and advertised as required by statute, fixing May 26, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be heard as the time, and the North Plainfield Council Chambers, 263 Somerset Street, North Plainfield, New Jersey, or Zoom as the place for the hearing and final adoption. I so move.
Second.
This item is moved by Ms. Gibbon and seconded by Ms. Schaefer. And may we have a roll call?
Yes. Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes,
We have a unanimous vote.
all right. And then when you're ready, we'll take one more reading of the title, please.
Introduction of ordinance number 26-09, an ordinance to amend, revise, and supplement Chapter 7 of the Borough Code, entitled Traffic, most notably Section 7-3.5, entitled Parking Prohibited at Certain Hours on Certain Streets, and Chapter 7A of the Borough Code, entitled Traffic Schedules, more specifically Schedule 3, entitled Parking Prohibited Certain Hours, and most notably Section 7-16, entitled On-Street Parking for Police Vehicles, and Chapter 7A of the Borough Code, entitled Traffic Schedules, more specifically Chapter Schedule 25, On-Street Parking Reserved for Police Vehicles.
Great, thank you very much. Brings us to the consent agenda, and all matters listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If any discussion is desired by council, though, that particular item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Does any council member have any questions regarding any item on the consent agenda this week? And does any council member wish to remove any item from the consent agenda for a separate vote? Okay. In that case, I believe the consent agenda is Vice President McIntyre's.
This is resolution number 05-11-26-06, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that resolutions numbered 05-11-26-06 A through L, having been placed on the consent agenda and there having been no objection thereto, the same are hereby approved. I so move.
Second.
The consent agenda is moved by Vice President McIntyre and seconded by Councilwoman Schaefer. And may we have a roll call on those items, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes,
We have a unanimous vote.
terrific. Thank you. And now we have a resolution regarding going into executive session, and that goes to Ms. Corzo, please.
Thank you. Resolution number 05-11-26-07, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that prior to the adjournment of this meeting, it shall convene an executive session from which the public will be excluded for the purpose of discussion on attorney-client privilege, litigation, personnel matters. Exclusion of the public for this purpose is specifically permitted by NJSA 10:4-6 et sec. The contents of this discussion will not be disclosed until such time as a disclosure of the same will not adversely affect the public interest and upon resolution of the council. Formal action may be taken following end of executive session. I so move.
Second.
This is moved by Ms. Corzo and seconded by Ms. Given. May we have a roll call on this, please?
Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Yes.
We have a unanimous vote.
All right, so we're now going to convene an executive session. I just want to make sure if the recording was ongoing, want to make sure it's off. I know I saw a message about and everything. Amy, you're on mute, Amy. You're muted.
We're voting on Michelle, right? The resolution?
So
Yes.
yes, so first
Who's
thing is
reading
we
it?
have to do I think a roll
Yep.
call to come out of executive session, and then Brian will give a summation of what happened. A
Okay.
summary.
And is somebody reading the resolution?
I have it and
Yep.
I'll read it.
Oh,
if
that's right. You
okay.
said you were going
Yep.
to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's all.
I'd like
Now,
to make a motion to reconvene.
And
Okay.
second.
Ms. Miller made a motion to reconvene, and Ms. Gibbons seconded that. Mr. Hack, I could just do a sort of by acclamation, right? All in favor?
Yes.
All in favor of reconvening, coming back from executive session, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any objections or abstentions? All right, that's unanimous. All six of us have voted to come back into regular session. And Brian, would you give a little summary of what we discussed? Oh, and Michelle, please check. I'm sure nobody's in the waiting room,
No.
but we're back in session, so we have to see if anybody's there.
Are we recording?
And, okay,
Yes. Recording
and
now.
is anybody in the waiting room?
There's nobody in the waiting room, Council
Okay,
President.
great, thank you. Brian, please proceed.
Okay, Skip. So the Borough Council went into executive session to discuss personnel and litigation matters, specifically with respect to personnel, the appointment of a borough clerk, and with respect to litigation matters, to discuss the Richard Phoenix case. Action now may be taken on the first of the two.
Excellent, thank you, Mr. Hack. So I have in front of me, Brian, for the sake of full disclosure, did you want to do a screen? Do we have to do a screen sharing? Should we do a screen sharing so everyone can see the language of the
I
resolution?
mean, I can.
Okay,
Let me just put it on the screen so we have it. Everybody see the resolution?
yes. Mm-hmm.
So this is a resolution of the Borough Council appointing a borough clerk for the Borough of North Plainfield. Whereas the Borough Council of the Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey requires the appointment of a borough clerk, which has been filled by an acting municipal clerk pursuant to NJSA 40A 9-133C due to the vacancy in the office of borough clerk. And whereas Michelle Gary has served as the deputy clerk for the Borough of North Plainfield and has served as the acting municipal clerk since the vacancy in the office of the borough clerk. And whereas NJSA 48:9-133A permits the appointment of the acting municipal clerk to a first term as borough clerk, but such time spent as the acting municipal clerk may not be credited for purposes of tenure pursuant to NJSA 48:9-133C. And whereas Michelle Gary has been serving in the capacity of acting borough clerk of the Borough of North Plainfield since January 10th of 2023. Now therefore be resolved by the Borough Council of the Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, hereby appoints Michelle Irby Gary as the Borough Clerk of the Borough of North Plainfield effective June 1st, 2026, in accordance and under the terms of NJSA 48:9-133A through C for a statutory term of 3 years.
Thank you, Brian. And I will make the motion on this.
Second.
I'll second it.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it to the vice president because sorry, Wendy, Steve's the
Oh,
vice
that's okay.
president. And I heard someone else too. My apologies to you as well. May have been Suzette. So the motion has been made by myself, seconded by Vice President McIntyre. May we have a roll call on this, please?
Yes. Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
A hearty yes.
VP McIntyre,
Undisputable yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Council President.
Most affirmative, yes.
Awesome. We have a unanimous vote.
Congratulations.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mayor. Thank you, Council.
Yay.
My team.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dave.
Yay.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
So just because it's getting late, we see if you have a agenda in front of you, you've seen some communications we received since the last time we've met a couple weeks ago. We've also are in receipt of the police department's monthly report for the month of March. And this is the point where I ask for requests for any agenda items, anything that's not been requested so far. If anybody has anything they want to ask me to put on, please let me know. No problem. Is per usual custom. If you think of something, shoot me a text or an email. We'll put it on. You don't have to come up with it right now at this moment, anytime. But I have an agenda item I want to bounce off the mayor. Mr. Mayor, do you think maybe in July, one of the July meetings, we can, which will be by, it's just already knows, for the foreseeable future, our meetings are going to be via Zoom. I need to talk with Steve and the mayor and Mr. Holland and figure out, and Kitty, presumably, what the budget looks like for bringing on Mr. Ed, Colonna, who did the hybrid meeting for us. And I bounced a bunch of questions off Joe Aspercolas because Mr. Colonna had very, very good job. He did great production values. I don't think you guys have seen the resulting video. I'm going to ask Joe if that's shareable with you guys. Mr. Colonna will release that to sort of the council, which I think he'll be okay with that. But I need to know what arrangement we could come to with him, because again, we don't just, our meetings are very flexible. If there's not a need for a meeting, we cancel it. And so if he says, look, I can do 24 meetings, here's my price. Well, what if we decide to do 22 meetings? So until we have that conversation with him about cost, or is it sort of a la carte, we're going to be on Zoom for the foreseeable future because this essentially costs us nothing. And we're recording the meetings, and, Zoom has a lot of virtues. So in the Zoom meeting in July, Mr. Mayor, do you think we could have, would it be appropriate sort of in the year anniversary of last year's storms, and now that that's kind of behind us, do you think that we could have maybe Deputy Chief DePaolo come and speak to us as a council about some of the things that OEM did that night and the fire department did that night, and then in the subsequent weeks? And you can even speak to that because you were helping out at the community center a lot. Do you think that's something that we can kind of look back now and say, hey, here's what happened, here's how we responded, and here's sort of maybe a sharper plan going forward, or hey, everything went really well, it was a great drill for anything moving forward, we really don't have to change a thing? Do you think that that's something we could have a conversation, or have a sort of not a presentation, but a just sort of have him come as a guest speaker in July?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll talk to him. Also, just since you brought that up, Chief McKay,
Yes.
So also bring back doing the awards.
Oh, great.
And I'll talk to Chief Eaton also to see if they're still wanting to do them. And I told him maybe June or July, but since we're being on Zoom, I don't know if we want to do those on Zoom.
Yeah, no, that would lose a lot. I'd absolutely love to do those in person, have the families come to the council chambers. Could we maybe push it for late summer or early August?
All right, I'll check to see what dates
I
they
mean, late summer, early autumn, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if you want to do it while I'm away, that's no problem. Steve, if you want to run the meeting and we talk to Kelowna and we do another hybrid, and we could do it that way. I mean, that's cool. But let me know what you think
with
after
Douglas.
talk to the chiefs. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. And now again, just Michelle, just check the waiting room just one final time, if you would, please, because this now brings us to public comment. If anyone has any comment they'd like to make, please let us know that you'd like to do so. And your floor will be yours. And give us your name, spell your last name, give us your address, please. You'll speak, have up to 5 minutes, and this could last for a collective 30 minutes altogether.
Council President, we don't have any participants in the waiting room.
All right, and thank you. Now that we've checked that legal box and no council members want to speak during public comment either, we will move on then now to our own comments by the mayor, the administrator, and ourselves. Going first, Mr. Mayor Laurent.
I actually have nothing.
Okay, all right.
On the 26th, 25th,
all right.
25th.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir. Mr. Administrator, Mr. Holland.
Yes, I'd just like to report that we received or will be receiving $900,000 grant and CD block grant funding for our Somerset Street sewer project, with the total cost of which will far exceed that. It'll be about $300,000. But we made the presentation last week to the committee, and I'm pleased to say that we're getting $90,000 towards that to offset that total cost.
Congratulations and well done.
It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great. You are our secret weapon when it comes to the CDBG funds, Dave. They love you in Somerville.
Well,
so well done.
Nice to hear. Thank you.
Well done. Awesome. Great news. Great news. Council, Ms. Schaefer.
I want to say nothing at this time, but Brian, we need to come up with a form for the license for the
we're probably going to have to work with Ken and Michelle to come up with a form for that. Yes.
I'll ask Gemini tomorrow or Claude, my AI friend, but nothing at this time.
Yeah. Everybody's using AI for stuff.
Love it.
Mr. Hack.
Develop a form. Yeah.
Mr. Hack, I would be remiss if I forgot to ask you. Ms. Schaefer would like you to begin drafting legislation prohibiting the killing or shooting of bears when they come up in the borough at any time, that we must reach out to a wildlife management officer who would tranquilize the bear. So promises made, promises kept, Wendy, right?
Thank you. Thank you. I got it.
But no,
my neighbor has even asked me.
Yeah.
Actually, in all seriousness, that might be something that would be interesting. It's a reality now. This is at least the second bear or third bear in North Plainfield, and treating them, handling the problem in the most humane of manners is obviously increasingly realistic and important. So that might be something we want to work on.
I'll ask.
Especially, now they're out of hibernation now. They've had their cubs. They're eating. They're moving on the move. So this is something that we may want to take, we're not out in Hunterdon County or Sussex County, but this is clearly a reality now.
I can ask on the New Jersey League of Municipalities to get us an ordinance.
They probably have something, existing. All right.
They have an ordinance, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. I told you I wouldn't forget, Wendy.
Yes, I know. Thanks.
Thank you. Moving now to Ms. Corzo.
Just want to congratulate Ms. Gary again, and I just want to thank her for being so patient. So congratulations, you very well deserve it, and you've done a spectacular job in the last few years.
Thank you, Councilwoman Corzo.
Thanks. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Gibbon.
Nothing this time. Thank you very much.
All right. Vice President McIntyre.
Just jumping on what Amy said. By the way, I've already typed into my notes for April of 2029 to make sure that we give Michelle a second term, so she doesn't waste one day without it.
May 2029.
I know, but I figured if we start discussing it in
Oh,
April,
you
we
want
get on the
early.
agenda
Okay.
in May. Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
Nice.
I think
All
Michelle
right.
will remember.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
probably. Oh, all right. Miss Miller.
Yes, just two quick things. Congratulations, Michelle. And secondly, on the Black Bear, I would like to propose that we do like a community bear education via our social media web page. And I can provide the information for that and just maybe have it roll out for the next 4 weeks or so.
Yeah, send that along to the mayor and to Mr. Holland. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, a year ago, I might have chuckled at that idea, but I'm not
Yes,
chuckling anymore.
right, right.
That's great. Thanks, Kiana.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
Sure. Yep,
So, well,
that's it.
anything else? Okay, thank you. Well, Michelle, congratulations.
Yes,
Thank
Very
you,
congrats.
Council
nice.
President.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well
Thank you to
done.
the best team, the best council team. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you're part of it. So, and
Definitely.
Genesis, just so you know, I'm going to just divert for a second. Michelle probably talked to you about this already. What's discussed in executive session, it's like it never happened. So, I mean, you could talk about it with Michelle tomorrow, but in private. But really, you don't want to even discuss it with anyone, not even at the dinner table, not at the water cooler. So, yeah, we have to treat it like it didn't happen. Essentially, it's forbidden to talk about it until the case is settled or whatever. So that's why the public is not allowed to be part of that portion of the meeting. So you probably knew that already. Michelle probably told you, but it's worth
Yes.
repeating.
No,
Just
thank you. Don't worry, my
just
lips
to
are
make
sealed.
sure. I know I can trust you. But I'm sure Brian probably just breathed a sigh of relief that I said it. So anyway,
It's fun.
anyway, everybody, thank you for everything tonight. Michelle, congratulations. Brian, thanks for a job well done. And I know everyone, it was a long night, so go enjoy the rest of your evening if you can. And at that, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
And second.
Motion by Ms. Miller, seconded by Ms. Given. All in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any objections or abstentions? All right, it's unanimous. We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good
Hey,
evening.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Brian.
Not recording.